반짝이는 눈빛 눈이 부셔 매일 날 감싸주는 손길.
After Soo Ji and Uri's wedding, the house seemed to regain a moment of tranquility. However, beneath the surface, tension was brewing. Han Yeon-sung vaguely sensed that something was going on between his father, Han Jin-tae, and his wife, Jin Na-young, and he made the decision that he couldn't leave the situation as it was. As evening approached, Han Yeon-sung sat down with Na-young to have dinner. There was an indescribable awkwardness between the two, but Yeon-sung quietly spoke up as if determined. Na-young, let's leave for the United States and start anew. Na-young paused with her spoon in the air, contemplating his words. The United States, she said, her expression filled with surprise. Various thoughts raced through her mind. Leaving for the United States could mean giving up everything she had built up until now. It could jeopardize the plan she had made with Jin-tae, the conspiracy they had against the Haedeul Foundation. It was a situation where everything could crumble. Why are you suddenly saying this? Na-young asked quietly, but deep down, she started to suspect that Yeon-sung had already noticed the relationship between her and Jin-tae. You know it too. If we continue like this, we will both be destroyed, Yeon-sung said, lowering his head. If we keep holding on here, everything will collapse. We have to think about our child. I don't want to pass on this situation to our child. Na-young's emotion became entangled in that moment. Yeon-sung's words were not just simple advice. They sounded like a warning, as if he knew so much. She tensed inwardly but tried to maintain a calm expression. Yeon-sung, it sounds like you're running away. You're suggesting that we give up everything we have achieved so far and leave. Na-young questioned his proposal. Yeon-sung sighed in frustration and spoke seriously. It's not running away. We're looking for an opportunity to start anew. Na-young, it's true that both of us have walked the wrong path, but it's not too late yet. Na-young became convinced that he already knew everything. After a moment of contemplation, she smiled and asked, alright, if the reason you want me to leave for the United States is because of that, can you guarantee that I won't be betrayed? Yeon-sung couldn't forget her words for a moment. I want to trust you. Can you trust me and start over? Meanwhile, Han Jin-tae was cautiously moving to cover up his past. He gave secret instructions to his secretary to thoroughly eliminate any evidence related to the various wrongdoings he had committed in the past. It's time to finish this. If I can cover it all up, not only me, but also Yeon-sung and this household will be ruined. Han Jin-tae muttered to himself as he held a stack of documents. He had some awareness that Na-young had already deceived him and was one step ahead of him. So, he made sweet proposals to make Na-young erase the cards she held and then execute his plan. Han Jin-tae couldn't trust Na-young, so he tried to erase his own weaknesses one by one. That woman is absolutely untrustworthy. I have to find and eliminate her myself, he said with strong determination. But Na-young was not an easy person. She hadn't fully grasped his intentions yet, but she had no intention of following along as he suggested. Soo Ji and Uri spent their first night together after the wedding, whispering love to each other. Soo Ji was happy, but she had a feeling that Na-young and Jin-tae's dark shadow was slowly creeping between them. What will happen to us in the future? Soo Ji asked quietly. No matter what happens, we can overcome it together, Uri answered. 'Cause you are